very sharp player, always catching the byline and putting the sharp, driven crosses in with his left foot. So these are many few players, and also Peter Ernest scoring his first team goal versus Power Dynamos. You know, these players have been brought in to bring a sharper African Stars.
hear
So
you.
the rest of the league better watch out, especially Blue Waters.
Right.
That Stars definitely want to get their 3 points back from
From
them
them, yeah.
when they go back to the coast.
I hear you. But speaking
Yep.
of FC Musa, they reigned with I mean, they won that match, right?
It was a 0-0
Oh,
draw.
no, sorry, it was a draw.
Yes.
100%. I remember we were having a discussion about that match and more just how, their defense form was really on point in that match. And I think that's also why there were really high hopes when it came to Power Dynamos. They really, really, really anticipated a win, which I mean, essentially, I feel we really didn't lose that match, but
Correct.
but that's debatable.
Yeah.
We are about to cross over to Benji, who will be interviewing our team medic. So over to you, Benji.
Good day, soccer lovers. My name is Venju Honga Kashaimo, and we are live here at Hage Geingob Stadium for the match between African Stars and Orlando Pirates. I am joined here by the team doctor, Dr. Kauta. How are you, and how is the vibe in the camp? Are our players healthy and fit?
Hi, thank you everybody. Thanks for having me here. Welcome everybody. Yeah, no, our players are excited. They're fit, high energy levels. So we're very, very excited to be here.
All right, so are there any players injured?
Right now we have 3 players out. Hambira, Uda, and Lucky. So Hambira sustained medial collateral ligament injury. It's just a sprain for now, so he's undergoing rigorous physio. And Uda sustained an ankle sprain, from which he's also undergoing physio. And then Lucky has a hamstring injury, also undergoing physio. So we expect them back very soon.
All right, so is there any timeline that we can expect them?
So within the next 2 weeks, we expect to have them back, but we are waiting final confirmation after the final medical checkup.
All right, so what do you do to ensure that players avoid injuries if there is something like that?
Okay, I mean, soccer is a lifestyle, so it comes with your daily habits. So with our team specifically, they do trainings twice a day, and they undergo fitness coaching and physiotherapy as well. So keeping those muscles moving really avoids those injuries during games.
All right, so you heard it from the team doctor. We are just missing 3 players for this game, but they will be back in 2 weeks. So watch out for your favorite fans, but there are more players here on the pitch that you can watch and continue to support. So sit back and enjoy the game.
That was Venji and the team medic just letting us know exactly what the players' conditions are to make sure that our boys are healthy and they are ready to go. So just before the match starts, I wanted to sort of quickly talk to you, Manuel, about the African Stars' new signings, Signings are always a very important thing as far as, the team's strategy is concerned, where they want to, their goals and how they want to achieve these, goals, etc. So how do you feel about the new signings, basically? Do you know the players? Have you seen them in action? Have you how do you feel about their prospects?
Well, it's a team that has changed slightly. A team that has changed, not like Chelsea. Changing the whole team.
I hear you.
Just a few positions that have been sharpened.
I hear
Of course, we had to say goodbye to our good a talisman in the team, Dynamo Fredericks, who is in Botswana now, and Joli Kamatuka,
Right.
who actually won the game against Pirates in their last game 2-0, scoring both goals, a
Imagine.
brace.
Amazing.
So Joli Kamatuka is playing for Maritzburg United in South Africa. Good luck to him. But the new signings, Joseph Lungu, the Zambian that I just mentioned, number 3, the left back.
Right.
Very sharp, one to watch. Ernest Adiwo, Peter Ernest, he scored his first goal. So a striker, he can partner very well with Salazar and Juja. So sharpening up the attacking force for Stars. Dion Dennis, a tall target man. Really want to watch. He's coming from Botswana, a Namibian player, but he was playing in Botswana for a couple of years now. So coming with that experience is so vital in the attacking third. Kwesi, who's actually starting now, and Angelo Kwesi coming from 11 Arrows. He's also an attacker. So a lot of signings that have really sharpened the attacking third for Stars to say, hey, listen, we are not here to draw the 0-0s or win 1-0s or things like that. We want to kill off games. That's probably what they should have done in a couple of games last season. But hey, if the team is rallied in the troops and the defense also, Martin, Kambanda, these players are coming back into the season saying like, listen, we need to defend our championship.
Right.
And I think they'll rightfully do so.
Right.
Starting with today.
I'm excited to actually see what these new signings have to offer, and also just how the team dynamic changes, and to sort of just how you add that extra spice to a pot and just see the flavor change. And I think especially because of their current, or at least with the CAF experience, as far as even their matches, their wins, their losses. I mean, there's a lot to take from that. There's a lot going back to the drawing board, and like again, grateful to Deb Marine for this great opportunity, this platform for the boys to sort of come back and re-strategize, figure out exactly what they did wrong and how to avoid doing these things again. Because I do really, I think that as far as, peaking is concerned, they're so far from it. They've just really gotten to really become the best versions of themselves as a team.
Yep.
And I think that's also what makes this match exciting, is because Orlando Pirates can sort of challenge themselves in that same wavelength.
Yep.
As Orlando Pirates, they have so much to prove now, and with African Stars, they have so much to maintain. So just the dynamic in as far as what they are both aiming for, I would love to see on the field today. And I think as soon as the match starts, we can definitely let you do your work and tell us exactly what is happening.
Yeah.
I really do. Okay, so you have to give me a score. What's the score?
Whew. The Tura Derby, so I will tell you that there will be many tackles.
Right.
I'm not condoning tough tackles, no injuries, knock on wood, no injuries for both teams, but I can say there will be a few cards. But of course, let's say, because it is the start of the Premiership, both teams don't want to really lose this one, because starting off with 0 points or 1 point, it's kind of, we have to come back.
Right.
So I think one team will take it. It's just that one opportunity that both teams will have to maybe kill off the game. So my prediction will be a 2-0 victory to Stars.
So I mean, well, okay. I mean, the team list is up now; it's live, and you know the team position and see exactly who is on the field as we speak. But so I see you have a lot of. I'm an African Stars fan, so I'm inclined to sort of have that biased score prediction.
Yeah.
But I mean, obviously, yes, I would say that if you say 2-0, I almost want to say 1-0 though.
Yeah.
I have a feeling Orlando Pirates is going to show us something today that we weren't expecting. Like you did say, it's a Tura Derby, so no one's coming to be friendly.
Yeah.
No one's not a friendly match.
It's not a friendly match. Definitely not a friendly match. But with the starting lineup of Stars, a 4-4-2 with the usual suspects in the back line, with Martin Garuka, Lungu's coming in obviously at left back. Captain Stiga is obviously there in the middle of the park. Willie Stefanis, player of the season last year with 20 goals. He's definitely going to put on a show for all of us here. Kambatu really coming in his own, really showing that he's the guy that kills off games. And of course, Kwesi and Aduo. Two new strikers. I don't know, Juja's on the bench and Salazar is on the bench as well. So, Coach Kofi really trusting these two new signings to say, guys, have an opportunity here, get us on the right foot early in the season. Let's see how they do up front. With Orlando Pirates, of course, we have the captain Ryan Kluter, always trustworthy, and then we have a danger man, Cleopas Lukusu. I've watched this kid play live. He's a defender, but he commands from the back line. He's really one to watch. I'll make sure to address that in the game. I knew I was coming here to actually watch this player, Cleopas Nukuzu. So it's going to be a hot game
gonna be a
for
hot game.
everybody here at the Hage Geingob Stadium. It's beautiful stadium, beautiful conditions for a lovely hot game.
Yes.
So
I agree.
everybody watching live, get ready.
Again, you can watch this live on OneAfrica.tv, and if you would like to find the link, you can go on One Africa's social media pages, find the link there, and you can always enjoy the match with us while we're here today. Emmanuel, the match is about to start, but before we do get into the proceedings of the main event, we just really want to say thank you to our sponsors, Deb Marine, for this platform. We really, I guess this is a very important thing as a team. As young people in a very young country, it's really important that as a corporate to really provide the platform for our teams to flourish, for us to be able to be international competitors. So we are really excited to be a part of this match today. And Emmanuel, thank you very much for joining me. And this conversation has been really exciting.
Yes.
I do think that I will win,
The wager.
but now it's over to the match. The match is about to start. Thank you so much. Well, actually, the boys are coming out now, but before I let you go, I wanted to sort of quickly mention something. You did mention there was a Cleopas who commands from the back, and I wanted to sort of just highlight the fact that I think that also inspires a little bit of Edmund's behavior, considering that Edmund's a different kind of player. We all know that Edmund is on a different level, but it's also exciting to see that. I think that with that said, we do have that level of competition with Cleopas in the back, Edmund in the back. I want to see how they both try and command from the back, and how that kind of how that competition actually plays out.
It's going to be interesting. Of course, it all comes down to one player. We can mention Cleopas Nukuzu, we can mention Ryan Kluter, we can mention Kennedy Irab, we can mention a few players from Stars, but it really comes down to what Willie Stefanus wants to do. If he gets on the ball in the corners,
100%.
if he can find that cross with his right foot, is a beauty to behold of how he can easily find a player from the other side of the pitch.
Right.
And his little flick-ons. Kambatu needs to really be engaged to make sure, okay, I'm switched on when Willie gets the ball.
Right.
It really all comes down to him.
Willie, yeah.
We love to emphasize him. We all know how good he is, but it is the truth.
Yes.
Watch him today, ladies and gentlemen. Number 10, Willie Stefanus. If you're a new fan of football, Deberin football, Premiership football, African Stars, number 10, Willie Stefanus. There we go.
No. You sound like a Willie Stefanus fan. It was a fan page right now. No. But speaking, rightfully so, really, we all want to see what he's going to do today. I think it's exciting to watch Willie because his style is so different every time. You never really know what tricks. Because I realize that his players know him well, though. And I do realize that he cues them really well as far as what he wants to do in that moment. So the compliment is really definitely something to watch out for. Which I think, obviously, the opposing team sort of has to try and manage. Because if they don't do that...
He reminds me of, I don't know if anyone knows this player. He used to play years ago for Barcelona, Deco. There used to be a player called Deco that used to play for Barcelona. He reminds me of Deco. Very graceful.
Okay.
So it's really something to behold.
Yeah, I hear you. But, with the teams being very passionate about the fact that they are from the same local area, and obviously this is, I'm assuming obviously they are friends to capacity. Everyone has something to prove today on the field, and even if you hear how the teams are prepping each other and how they're chanting, etc. I think I want to sort of see this not play out the way we anticipate. But for now, I think let's let the boys do what they gotta do. Let's cross over to the match as it's about to begin. Yes, enjoy. We'll see each other after the game. Are we good?
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the live stream here at the Hage Geingob Stadium. It is the Tura Derby between African Stars and Orlando Pirates.
Are we using this as a monitor?
My name is Emmanuel Linkara, the lead commentator. I'm joined by my co-commentator, Carlos CK. Carlos, the Tura Derby for the first game of the league. How do you feel this one's going to go?
Well, it never comes better than these two teams. Whenever the rivalry comes a long way, African Stars, Orlando Pirates, and in the previous years, Orlando Pirates have always been dominating African Stars, but then the wheel has turned now. African Stars has been on top of their game. So the last time the two teams played to a 0-0 draw, so we can expect another humdinger today.
Yes, of course. So just as a start off, we just had Stars there with a little bit of an attack. Scorching hot here at the Hage Geingob Stadium. Very good conditions for a good football match.
The pitch looked in perfect condition. If you can't play football here, then you cannot play anywhere.
Yes, the boys that are playing rugby in France have left the pitch very well for us here.
It's well maintained. The field is well maintained. If you look at the pitch, it's well cut.
And already Stars having the attack here in the final third. They really want to start off very well here, Stars. It is a derby, but
I mean, they are fired up. I mean, they really had a very good performance in the CAF championship, where they narrowly just lost out to the Zambian team. But I'm sure that if they can take that performance and take it into today's game, we can expect another humdinger.
no, of course, Stars do want to revenge their feeling of getting slightly robbed in what was a highly contested game in Zambia. But here they do want to defend their premiership here at home. And there is Ryan Kluter, one of the stars of the Pirates team, showing some skill early in the game.
Orlando Pirates always have some skillful players. I think that's always been their upper hand. I mean, if you have skillful players who can dribble, they eliminate the defense.
And of course, here comes Pirates putting it into the box, but safely headed away. And the goalkeeper there, almost getting caught out there. Risky business by the goalkeeper. Here's Willie Stefanos. Finding the new man, Joseph Lungu. Another pass there to Willie. It's good to see the team names on the back of the shirts for Stars. The champions need to be represented well. Crunching tackle, crunching header there from Garuka.
So if you look at the Orlando Pirates team, they have a very young team and very solid defenders. In the last match, they really took the game to African Stars. It will be quite interesting to see what they will happen today.
The free kick comes in. They're headed away from the always trusty Garuka. Kambatu putting the ball in for Winnie Stefanos. These are the opportunities that we're talking about. These are the opportunities
He's done it
that we're
again.
talking about.
He's done it again. Winnie Stefanos has done it again.
And what did we tell you in the pre-match build-up? Watch out for this player, Willie Stefanus. We need to tell it over and over again, but again he shows his worth to the team.
Again, it's experience. The way he shielded the defender there, he had absolutely no business scoring a goal from that position. Well taken goal. He was very clinical.
I mean, it was a very good pass from Kambatu to find Stefanus. As you see in the replay, a chest and a one touch.
But I think the goalkeeper could have done better there. You look at that, way outside the box. But I could have done better. Goalkeeper could have done better.
Such a beautiful moment for the player of the season last season, Willie Stefanus, already getting on the opening his account. He's got a big account. And he puts a quick deposit in the first game of the season. The crowd needed that here at the Hage Geingob Stadium, already treated to a goal. Hard touch there from Kabatu, but he still finds Dion Dennis. Stefanus again with the tricks. Oh my goodness. If he found that back heel. Beautiful interception there from Martin. And the Pirates players already maybe feeling distraught, conceding a goal in the first 5 minutes of the game. They don't want to have the floodgates open up very early. They still want to keep in this game.
What's the name of the goalkeeper?
Here's Tiga, captain, our captain. Martin. Long ball. Trying to find Kabatu.
The Stars are playing a different game. They're trying to attack open space.
And Pirates really playing from the back. Always trying to find their captain, Ryan Kluter. There's another danger man, Patrick Amukayala, the number 7 for Stars, one to watch as well. A little bit of an attack there, but too much for the Pirates player. Beautiful skill there from Joseph Lungu. And this is what he really does. He marauds from a real pure left wing back. Ryan Kluter finding Pina, and here is Patrick Amakayala.
Misunderstanding between the two players.
A new hairdo there for Disiru, putting some color in his hair there. Beautiful 1-2 between Stefanus and the new man Adiwo. Stefanus really going down there. Might be an injury that the Stars players would want to look at.
It's very lucky not to get a caution there. He has absolutely no intention to play the ball. He played the man. Should have been a caution.
that was the strong defender Chutara, the number 5. Really one to watch at left back for Pirates. Very commanding.
Stars win a corner there.
And if you've just joined us, ladies and gentlemen, we are live here at the Hage Geingob Stadium. Welcome to everybody watching live on OneAfrica.tv and the African Stars platforms on YouTube and Facebook. If you've just joined us, it is 1-0, 2 Stars. Apologies, no YouTube and Facebook, just watching live on OneAfrica.tv. But here's Pirates now with an opportunity. Joseph Lungu is a left back, but he finds himself in right back. Here he is on the ball. Here's Kwesi. Finding Peter Ernest Aduo. And he's a player that really wants to get involved, the left back Joseph Lungu, finding himself in right back. He's back in his position now.
You can see the experience. They played at a different level.
Of course, he was a player signed from Zambia. Throw in to Stars. Javera putting it in, finding Stefanos. Kambato, he can find it. Ooh, my goodness, it has hit the post, but the referee has decided there was a foul there.
I don't think there was much contact. I think the goalkeeper is just a little bit embarrassed. So he completely misjudged the ball.
A misjudgment of the ball is correct because he was already going down, but he feels like he was clipped perhaps on his ankle. If you just look at the replay, Kambato putting it in there, beautiful technique with the cross.
Might have been his own defender who tangled with him.
And my goodness, if that wasn't a foul, the ball did hit the crossbar.
He was actually fouled by his own defender.
That was Peter Ernest Aduo attacking there for Stars. Almost making a 2-0 to the Debmarine Premiership champions. And CK, while the goalkeeper is getting attended to, Stars really want to come out here. They are 1-0 ahead. Do you think they can really go unbeaten this season, or shouldn't they focus on that?
Well, these are two strong teams. Don't write off Orlando Pirates. I mean, and the rivalry between these two teams comes a long way. And this is original Katutura derbies between Orlando Pirates and African Stars. These are the best supported teams in the country. And whenever they meet, there is always no shortness of entertainment. So today's match can go either way, but African Stars looks very dangerous. And they're very comfortable on the ball. They're building from the back, and then they're very quick on the counter attack when they're trying to attack open spaces. And I think that will come in good for them.
Yes, of course, this is the original Katutura derby here live at the Hage Geingob Stadium, and very concerning developments here for the goalkeeper Tatenda Hadzano. It really looks like his lower legs perhaps have given out, perhaps his knee. He was impeded by his own player in the attack that was built by Stars.
He's being stretched also, which means that they have to make a change. The enforced change it might derail the game plan. It's very rare seeing a goalkeeper being replaced at an early stage.
Very concerning year for the head coach Ali Khan for Pirates. There you can see the Red Army. They're here in their drones here at the Hage Geingob Stadium. Everybody really into this first game of the league. And the Red Army, they're giving instructions to the players, of course. Just a little bit of a muscle strain there for Willie Stefanus, but nothing that would stop him from playing on. And of course, CK, just before the game starts, of course, a substitution will have to happen for Pirates, unfortunately for the goalkeeper. The robbery that we saw, if I am allowed to say the word robbery, for the CAF Championship that happened in Zambia. Did you see the replays of the penalties and the goal that was not given?
I watched the game, but these things happen. I mean, it's a very sad story, very sad episode, but it's something that is happening in Africa. Whenever you play away from home, you must expect to see these things. I've seen it myself. I travel a lot with the national team. You see these funny decisions, which is deliberate, and it's certainly not good for the development of African football, unless CAF do something about it.
And of course, maybe an introduction of VAR would be something that CAF would have to look into.
They got intimidated to make silly mistakes. I'm not quite sure what one can really arrive at.
Well, that is the past, but the present is that Stars are defending their championship here in the motherland of Namibia. And of course, here the substitution confirmation of Peters coming on. Just want to make sure that our viewers do continue watching on OneAfrica.tv. The Facebook stream is going to be ended, but please join us on OneAfrica.tv. Go to the Facebook page of One Africa and you will see the link there. Please share with family and your football friends. And here the game continues. Kennedy Uop trying to find Patrick Amakayala. Here he is again, Patrick.
Dennis Sudumawe.
Here's Ryan Kluter. Chip ball there, trying to find Sadney.
The players, they this tendency of making poor decisions. Decision making is quite a lot to be desired.
And if Pirates do want to keep this game in the balance, they are going to have to thread smarter passes, definitely in the final third. And Disiru has been caught out, my goodness! And what a calamity of errors there at the back line of Stars. It was a pass, a tame, nothing pass from Lungu to Disiru, who completely mistimed the control of the ball.
Oh, you can't blame Lungu, the goalkeeper. He took his eye off the ball. He was too casual. You will get punished if you make mistakes like that. You're going to get punished. Not at this level. You cannot make mistakes like that. You don't commit that.
A comedy of errors there for Disiru. Always trustworthy at the back. He just took his eye off the ball. A simple pass it was. And the Pirates bench really might think that here we go. This might be our opportunity to maybe steal this game. It might be a little bit of an upset, but it is a Tura derby. Wow. Disiru would definitely not want to see that replay again.
I think it was real. The ball was already going to the net. It was kind of own goal.
We will confirm it if it was a deemed own goal. It did look like it was an own goal, but we know that the attack was, a shot was on target from the Pirates player. So it is 1-1 here in the derby, but very entertaining here for the neutrals. Is the corner from Stars here for Willie Stefanos putting it in. Another cross comes in and almost
Should have put it away. Should have put it away.
fighting Peter
Open
Ernest.
chance. Should have put it away. Brilliant cross.
Header out there from Martin. Ryan Kluter. Woo! High foot. Definitely a high foot there from the tall man on a smaller man, Martin. Yes, clearly a foul. And Ryan Kluter is still down, as we can see from our commentary box. I think he'll be okay to continue. But another opportunity here for Pirates to attack the goal. And maybe some worries with Disiru. Is he correct? Is he mindful of the game? There we see Coach Kofi maybe getting slightly frustrated.
Well, I think African Stars, they're still very much in charge of the game.
Here's a free kick from Kennedy, but taken by Chutara, the left back.
Chitaura. Almost another own goal. Miscommunication.
Interesting miscommunication there between Peters and Pinar. Gustav Pinar giving that header back, resulting in a
Again,
corner.
look at the judgment there. There were two against one. They could have played a short corner there.
Here's Kwesi with the corner. Second opportunity. Headed away from
Poor
Patrick.
deliveries. Both occasions, poor deliveries.
And here's Disiru again. He has his head on him again. Lungu mistiming the control of the ball. Too much on that pass there from the captain, Ryan Kluter. And we can confirm that that was a own goal from the Stars player Garuka. Unfortunate for him, he was trying to take the ball out of the net from a mistake from Disiru, but it has resulted in a own goal. The attack was from Kennedy Ayeb. But Garuka unfortunately put it in his net.
There was a foul there.
Both teams really trying to get the hold of the ball. It was the man, maybe two players impeded, but it ends up as a foul by Joseph Lungu on Lukuzu. Here's Lukuzu again. Finding McKennedy. This time pass there from the defender. Pirates really trying to put a full foothold in this game. They might sense that Stars are slightly relaxing, but you can never question their determination.
A very dangerous tackle. I don't know how that. I mean, he'll be very lucky if he doesn't get sent off there. He had absolutely no intention to play the ball. Went totally over the top, 2 feet over the top.
And that was Ryan Kluter with that tackle, as you can see in the replay.
It's a red. It's a straight red.
On Martin.
It's a straight red.
Martin and Ryan Kluter, they're having some words as Willie Stefanus looks on. As you can see in the replay, look how high his foot is there.
Well, it's a straight red. No two ways about it. It's unfortunate that we don't. That he doesn't even get a caution. No yellow. Are you serious?
Very surprising there from the referee to decide that was not even
a problem with this
card.
Well, the referee was unsighted, but I'm sure that the linesman should have spotted it. Under normal circumstances, that should have been a straight red.
The cross comes in. Maybe a player on, but cleaned up there from Kambatu. Stiga. Dion Dennis trying to find Javera, who couldn't keep it in for the cross. Was a good ball there from Dion Dennis, a new signing as well. It's his first season here as a Stars player, the number 17. That is a foul on Sadney from Martin. Martin is really riled up for this game. He's been in the last 3 fouls. He's been involved in the last 3 altercations. So the referee might be looking at the atmosphere of this game. It is a Tura derby. Kennedy Urup with the free kick. There is a little bit of an angle that he might be able to have a shot on goal. Let's see how he does. Couldn't even pass the wall. Safely hitting the back of Kambatu, and that did result in a throw-in for Pirates. Ryan Kluter very cleverly. It was a free kick, actually, a handball, and Ryan Kluter puts the ball in the area. Patrick laying it off for the shot.
What a cracker!
Very good attempt there from the number 24, Aaron Ladapa. small opportunity for Pirates to go ahead here in this game. Well wide. But those are the opportunities that Pirates could take to get themselves ahead in this derby against the champions. Kambatu. Here he is again. Kambatu with the cross. Oh my goodness. Dion Dennis with the opportunity there. Kambatu did very well to get that cross in. He's one of the best in the league in those positions, and my goodness, almost a clean opportunity of a header from Aduwo Peter Ernest, and it came down to Dion Dennis, who shot the ball in the midriff.
Decent crowd here. Red army there.
And as you saw in the replay, the shot was unknowingly saved by the defender, who got it in the stomach. I think you'll be able to continue to the number 13, Johannes Shifafe, the number 13. There might be a little bit of a discussion here. Aduwo Peter is really asking the referee what is the result of this attack here. Maybe a drop ball decision will have to commence. And it's good to see that both teams really tallying up with their opportunities. It's not a one-sided game here, with 30 minutes gone in the first half. And of course the tackles have been going in. No yellow cards yet in this game.
The referee is losing it a little bit. It should have been a straight red card for you, Jan Klute's two-footed tackle there.
If you're a betting man, you might lose your bet to say that if there was a yellow card in this game, maybe you have 15 minutes left to redeem.
Should have also been cautioned.
That was Martin and Ryan Klute that could have been cautioned, but nothing doing yet. A header on. It makes an interesting development there, but
Miscommunication between the goalkeeper. I don't know whether the goalkeeper is coming out, but he's hesitant.
And there is a player on the pitch. It is the number 7, Patrick Amodia Kala, that maybe took a shot to the head here. We might be able to get a replay of what happened to Patrick. That was just a foul between the two players, Dion and Nukusu, but that was a while ago. I think he'll be fine to continue, but of course, any shots to the head, the game needs to be stopped and the players need to be attended to. I think he will be able to continue. Stiga. Willie Stefanus. Kambatu. Beautiful. Safely away there. And well done from the Pirates defender. Beautiful touch there from Ryan Kluter. And that might be offside from Ryan Kluter, but the game does continue. And it has stopped for what we all saw was an offside. But beautiful play there from Ryan Kluter to mount a credible attack there for Pirates. But here's another credible attack by Stars. Kambatu putting it in. Oh my goodness. I'm sure you can hear the applause from the stand here in Hage Geingob Stadium, applauding some beautiful football. Kambatu putting the ball in as he always does, and Aduo, Peter Ernest, almost scoring what would have been probably the goal of the season so far. Of course, this is only the first game of the season, but it would have been a contender. That's how quickly things can change in this game. Pirates mounting a good attack with Ryan Kluter, and Stars almost scoring with a counter of their own. See Coach Coffee there, very animated.
It's a corner.
Just in our picture there, you can see Joseph Lungu really arguing with the number 17 Sadney. Hey, the Red Army is here. They want their result. They want their 3 points. They want their champions to win this game, this derby. Here's Ryan Kluter. Can he find Sadney? There with the header. Sadney has another opportunity. Stars really focusing on this right flank of a medium of attack. Kambatu is really one player to trust with his crosses. Has really caused a lot of tension for the Pirates defense. Coach Kofi there, still in the picture on the touchline. Really passionate about this. His tactics and his technical prowess. Here's Kwesi. Lucky to get that foul there.
You know whether this referee has any cards.
Of course, no cards have been shown.
Let's see allowing such fouls to get away with.
Mistimed bounce of the ball there by Martin, but he cleans up very well. A real battle there between Martin and Ryan Kluter. Really one to watch. And that ball was booted into the Red Army.
Well, as much as the referee is trying to not let the game flow, but somehow she's losing some control of the game.
Kambatu with the cross again, but safely in the hands of the substitute Peters. The flow of the game has been fluid, but the tackles have been flying in. The referee,
He's not in control. He's lost control.
and there almost a mistake there from Aaron Ladapa, almost putting his team in trouble. Dion Dennis. Stiga. Joseph Lungu. He's got a clever left foot. And there it is, Willie Stefanos once again.
He's done it again. He's done it. He's on fire. Willie Stefanos, he's on fire. He has done it again.
It was a beautiful build-up there from Dion Dennis, finding Stiga, Stiga finding Lungu, who's always available with his crafty left foot. And the cross has come in to find the always opportunistic Willie Stefanos, who just pokes it in to the net. 2 goals for Willie Stefanos, my goodness. Player of the season last season, and already
He just started from where he left off last season.
he had 20 goals last season. Let's just call it 22 now. My goodness, what a player. Ryan Kluter there really disappointed with his defense. The crosses have really been coming in and have been causing Pirates defense trouble, mostly from Kambatu, but Joseph Lungu finding 1 cross, 1 goal, and Stars are ahead.
I don't know what some goalkeepers are. You know, this thing of them trying to play from the back. I mean, that's. You just don't do that.
And that goal did kind of come from Pirates playing from the back.
They're not confident of playing the ball from the back, but they're trying to play it from the back.
Here's Lungu again. Oh, another cross. My goodness. Dion Dennis almost making it 3-1.
It was on target, but it hit.
Apologies, that was Adiwo with the header. Safely in the hands of Peters. As we said before, Pirates do not want to let the floodgates open because the game will be lost early. Ryan Kluter, is this pass too much? Too much for...
He's a great player, but I don't think he has the legs. You know, the legs are giving in now. He's almost a pedestrian. Nice little touches here and there, but I don't think he's of much of any value.
That is the player, Ryan Kluter, really a talisman in this Pirates team. He's really there for flick-ons, not really a player to make a running opportunity off the ball, but
I think it must be the same age of Stiga. And again, it's how you live, how you control your lifestyle.
maybe a calmer demeanor here for Coach Kofi. Still asking for technical brilliance from his players, but he would want to go into the second half ahead. The free kick here from Chitawa. Away from Martin. Dion Dennis. Stefanos. Here's Sadney. Missed time pass there from the number 18, McKenny.
I don't know why Orlando Pirates are playing Ryan Kluter center forward. He doesn't have the legs.
And it is Sadney a shot.
He was too ambitious.
Was he trying to score a hat trick in the first half?
It's too ambitious. You don't do that.
You can give him that opportunity because he's done it already. But trying to score a beautiful shot there to make it a hat trick in the first half of the first game of the Deb Marine Premiership. That is Willie Stefanis. Of course, many other games playing around the country in this first round for the Premiership. So football is alive. And of course, we want to say congratulations to the Namibian national team for making AFCON. They're in a group with Cameroon and Burundi. Kenya has seemed to be disqualified in their group, so it is now a group of 3 with Namibia, Cameroon and Burundi. So maybe an opportunity there for Namibia to do well. And as the closing stages of the first half come, it is a well-earned lead by Stars. And the ball be putting into the box again, really causing Pirates some trouble when the ball comes in behind their back line. More of a relaxed nature there in the bench of Stars. Here's Peters. Gustav Pina losing out to Aduo. Taking his time here. That might be deemed offside. It's not, but it is. Because the cross could have come in and that it would have been another goal.
The player should have known the guy's offside. I don't know why he passed the ball. 1 minute before halftime, African Stars in the lead. A brace from Willie Stefanis. He's done it again, started from where he left off last season.
He wants to take the headlines again at the back of the newspapers on Monday.
You know, he has the freedom. You don't know exactly which position he's playing. He's like kind of a false number 9.
Really reminds me of Alexandro Del Piero.
He's clinical and he has a brilliant first touch. And he's also playing with confidence.
Can maybe Pirates mount another attack just before halftime? Kennedy Irab finding Chitarua.
Great pass.
There's Ryan Kluter there in our picture, playing on the left side for Pirates with alongside his frontman Sydney, number 17. It's not really something that has been working well. There's no target man for Pirates. Without the mistakes like that from Stars.
A lot of Pirates players, you can see his teammate is lying down on the field and he's still playing the ball. Instead of playing the ball out of touch, he's playing the ball into touch.
And that is the left back. Maybe just got clipped there when he did clear the ball. There is the incident. Maybe landing quite wrongly on his right foot.
Great player with a very, very, very juicy left-footed.
And Coach Ali Khan really wants to rally his troops to say they could maybe nick a result there, but
There goes the halftime whistle. 2-1 for the Reds, the defending champions.
and as you can see, half time, indeed 2-1 to African Stars. Not really comfortable, but you could call it comfortable so far in the first 45 minutes. We will be having a halftime deliberation about what has transpired in the game. Please stay tuned on oneafrica.tv. Share with your football friends and family. We will continue to be live with our halftime discussion.
Economic Intelligence is an independent research entity specializing in economic and financial services. To find out more about our services, contact us at 0613077728 or visit our website at www.hey.com.na.
And welcome back. That was the first half of our match, African Stars versus Orlando Pirates. I told you it was going to be hot. I told you it was going to be hot.
Yep.
So let's just get right into it. I mean, we had a goal, our first 5 minutes from our star player.
Yes, indeed.
And how do you feel, actually? Because I know you did mention that we will see what Willie wants to do, see what he wants to do, and see. I mean, we're already off our wager, so our predictions are clearly not what they did not come out to play today.
I was close. My prediction was a 2-0 victory to Stars, but wow, they're halfway there to a result that we can't even predict right now because the danger man Willie Stefanus, and we talked about it.
But literally 5 minutes into it, he showed us exactly what we were talking about.
Yeah.
But I'm also more impressed with the Orlando Pirates, especially because they're bringing their game, and I feel like I mean, obviously now it's 2-1, but come second half, I feel like that there will be a turning point. The tables will turn, I think.
Yeah, Ali Khan has to really rally his troops. It's not lost. It's not lost for Pirates. Interestingly, no yellow cards been shown.
Right.
So there's still a commanding force that can be addressed from Ali Khan to tell his players, listen, get behind these players, get into the game.
Yeah.
Be stronger with your commitments or your challenges.
Right.
And maybe try and steal another goal because, look, the first goal was what it was.
Right.
A combination between two players that have been combinating the whole season between Kambatu and Willie Stefanus. Kambatu getting the ball, chesting it, one-time pass over the defense for Pirates, and Stefanus taking one touch on his chest and finding the bottom left corner. I mean, what a replay.
Right.
And he didn't even celebrate.
Right.
5 minutes in, he already knows what he's doing.
No, but I mean, Let's talk about his second goal, which actually was a whole. I can almost imagine how bad, or not bad, but maybe disappointed Orlando might feel with their defense, because how he got that ball in is beyond me. I mean, let's just quickly unpack that goal.
Well, the defense of Pirates have been suffering many crosses from both ends of the pitch.
Right.
Through Kambatu on the right flank, and now through Joseph Lungu, who actually put in the cross on the left flank for Willie Stefanos to score the second goal.
Right.
It has been the story of the game, and as you can see in the replay of the second goal, simple cross,
Right.
beautiful cross by
yeah.
the sharp left foot of Joseph Lungu, finding the touch of Willie Stefanos. Willie Stefanos is an opportunist.
Yes.
He's always going to make that run where it's unexpected and nobody can really see him. You must watch him.
Yeah.
You must really watch him,
Yeah.
because he has an understanding of the flight of the ball
100%.
and where it's going to land.
Right.
And all he had to do was flick it with the outside of his right
Right.
foot into the back of the net. The goalkeeper was found wanting.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And with that said, actually, I would also want to cross over to the goal on the Orlando Pirates side. And just, I mean, especially obviously it was a very clean shot. Beautiful, I would say. And I mean, even essentially their performance, Orlando Pirates, is really coming out sharp. Their attack, I would say, is really, really, really sharp. They're giving African Stars a run for their money in that regard. More so than I would actually really say that their attempts, I think they have more attempts. Would you say it's a bit shaky?
It's not one-sided. Not one team is really catching up, but you are correct. They have had some attempts. Rian Kluter is obviously commanding the left attacking side of the pitch, and Sedney, the number 17, is their only target man. But their goal was obviously a comedy of errors with Disiru at the back. He got a simple, easy pass from Joseph Lungu from the left, and he wasn't watching the ball.
Right.
And a very bad miscontrol of his first touch
Right.
led into a shot
Shot.
from Sydney,
Right.
which was, we have to give it as an own goal to Ngaruka, but
Yeah.
he was trying to kick it out. It hit the post, it went in. But I think Disiru, just a lapse of concentration. But as the game went on, I think he was fine. But those are the opportunities. You have to steal or nick a goal
Right.
in a derby like this. It's 2-1,
Right.
but you never know. Pirates might come back in the second half.
100%, and I think it's the fact that it's not over yet for them, and I can also see that they're probably very desperate to catch up and also obviously exceed. In the second half, we'll obviously see what Orlando Pirates is now going to come out with. This is obviously their make or break point. But I would say that, in as far as African Stars is concerned, they're maintaining their momentum really, really well. I think they have it. I would almost say as champions, they really are sitting well within their title. You can really see how they command the field, and even in obviously they're different. And I think I also appreciate the skill and as far as style is concerned and how they actually interact with each other on the field.
Yeah.
Everybody really knows where everyone is.
Yeah.
So that I think the artistic factor as far as being able to play that well, that really is a strong point in African Stars. And you see it very clearly in their performance. They're a solid team. They're very difficult to break through,
Yeah.
especially if they have the ball. It is a fight for Orlando Pirates to get that ball back. So they really have that beautiful ball control that I really would. It's amazing, actually.
Yeah, I mean, they're really concentrating on the flanks.
Yes.
With the left man he's a left back, but he's the one that has been picked to put in the crosses on the left wing.
Right.
Of course, Kwesi is playing left wing for Stars, but it's really coming from Joseph Lungu with the left crosses and Kambatu on the right side.
Right.
He's tearing up that flank.
Field, yeah.
And those crosses are coming in, trying to find a duo who almost scored a wonder goal, Aguru. And Stefanos coming in from deep, and of course Dion Dennis. So that is the type of play that Stars really want to command. But as you said, Pirates have done well to mitigate.
Yes.
They don't want to lose this game in
Right.
the early stages. Before the 60th minute, if Stars get another goal, it's almost done and dusted. So the first 10 minutes of this second half really have to be one of a push
Right.
from Orlando Pirates.
Yeah, they have to definitely come out strong. They have to set the tone, I guess, for the rest of the match.
Yeah.
And I think, especially considering now, with Willie's movement, they have to be sharp. They also have to sort of line up their defense a bit stronger now. I think the game has sort of shifted as far as strategy is concerned. They definitely have to sort of regroup and figure out how to not only lose the attacking skill, but also to keep their defense, on lock.
Yeah.
Especially because with African Stars, they're fast, man.
Yeah. Kambatu. The balls are coming in from behind.
Yeah.
If that cross, if the right back and the left back for Pirates can stop that cross coming in, then you've stopped a huge opportunity for Stars to get a goal. Make Stars come through the middle. Make Dion Dennis work. Make Stiga work to really say, okay, we have to start threading in through balls here because our wingers are not being able to put in the crosses anymore.
Right.
And then you might have an opportunity. But if Kambatu gets that ball and he looks up and he looks down and he looks up
again
and he kicks it, Opuo,
over.
It's going to find somebody and it's going to end up a goal.
It's going to end up a goal. No, brilliant performance by the boys. And I mean, especially with considering that it is a Tura derby, as you said. It's what a great way to sort of start the Premier League where it starts off hot, and essentially just the magnitude of how serious this is for the boys. Because I mean, in as far as the league is concerned, we want to obviously see who comes out victorious. But these being very powerful teams as they are, you really want to know exactly how it plays out.
Yeah.
And I think this match really will sort of also set the tone for the rest of the league for both teams.
Yeah.
I would be interested to see if Orlando Pirates does end up changing the scenario and they score in the first 10 minutes or 20. I want to see the reaction of African Stars, and I almost want to see if Orlando Pirates changes the story at the end of the day.
Yeah.
What will African Stars what will that mean for African Stars in said situation?
I mean, we just saw the replay of the first goal there, and as the players come back out, it's a hard one to pick because Ali Khan needs to tell his Pirates players, listen, you have 10 minutes now. The ball might find the net again for Stars.
Right.
So the next goal is crucial. Whoever scores the next goal is the one that's commanding the
Right.
game. And I believe it will happen in the first 10 minutes of the second half because you come out of the dugout. Maybe people are still lackadaisical.
Right.
My man, if Kambatu gets that ball and he's gone, he's gone. So from both teams, stay sharp in the first 10 minutes and we'll see how it goes.
Right. I almost want to see exactly what they have now. Obviously, as far as their strategy is concerned, what they'll come out and do. I think that for Orlando Pirates, they have to sort of decide what kind of game they're going to be playing now. Is it a defense? Is it offense? Obviously, with strong defense, that is definitely they have to have their defense on lock. There's no way African Stars. You need to clear the ball. You gotta have to make sure. But essentially, let's cross over to the game. The game is about to start, and let's see what happens. Thank you for joining us.
Welcome back here for the second half of the Tura derby between African Stars, the home team, and Orlando Pirates. It is 2-1 to Stars. And of course, a brace already established by who else but Willie Stefanus. An own goal from Garuka, but it wasn't really his fault. He was trying to get the ball out of the net. A real mistake there from Disiru. But if you're joining us now, please share and tell your football friends and family that we are live on oneafrica.tv. My name is Emmanuel Nkara. I'm joined by my co-commentator CK. And as we said in the halftime talk, the first 10 minutes of the second half will be important for both teams. Whoever scores the next goal will command the game.
Well, as it is now, it looks like African Stars has a slight upper hand Although Orlando Pirates are playing some beautiful football as well, but they are not clinical enough, and they're playing too far away from the strikers. As we look the distance between the strikers and the midfielders, as a result, they cannot really connect very well.
And that is the attack for Pirates that have not really been attacking. But here is an attack here for Pirates. Ooh. Almost another opportunity of almost a own goal there, but not. As a result, it is a corner to Pirates. Almost a worrying moment there for Stars. Safely away from Stiga. Rion Kuta with the cross. Who is he trying to find? No one there. Few substitutions there to confirm for Orlando Pirates. It was the injured player, number 5, coming off for Wesley Urion, the number 12. And for Stars, we'll confirm a substitution, but there was one in the defense back line. And another substitution here early in the second half. Aaron Ladakpa coming off for the number 14, Bongani Tuasep. There is Aaron making that substitution quite early in the second half for Pirates to make that sub. Might be an injury, but seems to be okay, the Aaron player. And here Stars again on the attack. Dion, he had time to find his player. He put his hand on his head. As you can see from the replay, you can easily see what was supposed to happen. But good defending there.
The ball also didn't have much power. Very poor cross.
He didn't look up.
Yeah, he didn't look up. His eyes were.
And as
It's another goal opportunity wasted there.
And as I did predict there, as we see the Pirates bench there, the first team to score the next goal will command the game, and I believe it will happen in the first 10 minutes. Don't quote me on that though. Stiga. Kambatu. Away from Peter safely, but into the hands of Joseph Lungu. Here he is again. Offside by Kwesi. Great conditions here for a football match. The Tura Derby here live at the Hage Geingob Stadium. It is, of course, 2-1 to Stars. Well, we can maybe say Willie Stefanus versus Pirates, but it is a team game. There was an assist from Kambatu and an assist from Joseph Lungu, both real crosses to Stefanus. A little bit of urgency by Pirates. I'm sure Coach Ali Khan has instructed his players to really get into the game early in the second half. And maybe an attack can be mounted here from Peters, putting it into the box. Safely away though. Kambatu, Stefanus, beautiful. Kambatu, hey, almost finding Stefanus again. Rian Klute, ha. Thinking too much there, Rian. He had it in his hands, but he couldn't find the well enough through ball. And Stefanus has an opportunity here. Oh my goodness. Those flicks are very enlightening. Klute. My goodness. Referee needs to look at these tackles. No yellow cards in the first half in this game in total. But as that tackle came in there in our replay, no players were hurt. But the tackles are coming thick and strong in this Tura derby. Confirmation that there was no subs for Stars, so it was the same 11 that started the game. Just a little chip there from Patrick, trying to find his attacking player, but again, Pirates not really having a source of attack. It's really their talisman, Sadney, number 17, who needs to make that opportunity for his players, but nothing doing so far in the game. It's Garuka. Lungu. Losing the ball there to Dion Dennis. Stefanus. Finding Kambatu. Oh! Blocked shot. Doesn't really take shots with his left foot, Kambatu. Was interesting to see where that ball would have went, but good block from the Pirates defender. And the cost comes in, maybe an opportunity here if the second ball does fall to Pirates, and it has. Safely. Good 1-2 between Dion and Willie Stefanus. Good interception from Gustav Pina, who is on the floor, the number 2 for Pirates. He needed to make that challenge after a beautiful 1-2 between Dion Dennis and Willie Stefanus. Nukuzu, the number 11, was also doing a good job in keeping up with Stefanus to make sure that he doesn't get on that ball. But Gustav Pina is the player on the floor now, perhaps with a sprained left ankle. He is okay to continue, Gustav Pienaar. And if you are a betting man, no yellow cards in this game. A clean showing of sportsmanship between the two derby teams. Rian Kluter there. My apologies. The new man, Wesley Urion, putting in the cross. Here he is again. Just make sure to keep an eye on all the other games that are playing live around the country in this Dipmarine Premiership. It is round 1. And of course, Premier League games are playing live. Liverpool versus Wolves. And next will be perhaps Manchester United versus Brighton. As a Manchester United fan myself, I'm worried. I'm very, very worried. But let's not talk about that. We are talking about the champions. My goodness, what a flick there from Willie Stefanos. He cannot keep on doing this now. How many highlights does he need? Kambatu. I mean, he's really putting on a show here with these flicks here, Willie Stefanos. He's really comfortable. And just confirmation of all the other games. Young Brazilians playing, Cosmos Nampo, Blue Waters playing, Okakarara Young Warriors, Young African playing FC Ongos. As a substitution is made,
And I think he really had a great game. He was one of the top performers in the first half. Very skillful player.
just confirmation of that substitution. Kwesi, the number 24, coming off for the number 21, Yusuf Judja. Really want to watch in the attacking third for Stars. Just the other games, Jolinho Sporting is playing Life Fighters, Okahanja United playing UNAM, Kula Kula playing Mighty Gunners, and Civics playing Tigers.
Blue Waters were leading 3-0 against Okakarara All Stars.
Seems that Blue Waters really want to be the team that challenge African Stars for their championship. So watch out for Blue Waters as Sydney gets an opening here. My goodness! Oh, that was his opportunity,
Very
ladies
close,
and gentlemen.
very close.
He puts his hands in his head.
Very, very close escape there.
Patrick Amuyakala putting in the ball, and Sydney, it almost looked like the first goal from Willie Stefanos. The same play, but not the same finish. Very unfortunate there for an equalizer for Orlando Pirates. We said that the first 10 minutes of this game will have one opportunity for either side, and that was that opportunity for Urikop Sydney in our picture right now. He's still asking the heavens how he did not score that goal. He did good work. He broke the line, found the space. As you can see, it's almost similar as the first goal in this game. Garuka there and Martin, they couldn't do anything. But here comes Stars. Stefanus putting it back into the box. Nukuzu, he has to clean up. And Peters has cleaned up well. Wow.
Looks like Stars are looking for the third goal just to kill the game off.
Dion. No penalty there. No foul. But Pirates now might have a new sense of urgency, knowing that they can have an opportunity. Well defended there from the two centre backs, Martin and Ngaruka. That flick of Willie Stefanus is really a problem.
He's a brilliant player. He's very skillful and confident. He does everything. He does whatever he wants with the ball.
And it's really, those flicks are directed to his teammates. He's not just making flicks.
He knows exactly. He knows exactly where his teammates are.
It's quite amazing. I think we might have a compilation highlight reel of Willie Stefanus flicks. I'll try and make sure our production team makes that happen. TV2 Namibia streaming live on One Africa TV. And we might see our first yellow card if the referee deems so, but there was really a tough challenge on the back of Joseph Lungu, who is still on the floor. Just a replay there of another attack mounted from Pirates, but didn't mount to anything. But here's the replay. As you can see there, Rion Kluter really coming in hard on the back of Lungu. He is not a player Stars want to have substituted because of his attacking prowess, the Zambian. He's a tough man, so he is able to continue. Martin puts the ball into the box. Safe in the hands of Peters. Garuka, good header. Juja. Here's Sadney taking the ball from Kambatu. Both teams really fighting hard here, and that is a free kick to Stars in a commanding area. Kambatu would be licking his lips on how he can thread in this cross. And with the cross comes in from Kambatu, it's low, it's driven.
Very, very poorly taken free kick.
You're quite harsh on the players, CK.
I'm serious. That boy is having a lot of problems, even with crosses as well.
just as Peter Ernest seems to have a little bit of a knock. Again, comes in the corner and the ball finding itself in the middle of the box. Stefanus had a hard shot, well wide, but it was beautiful.
Could have rattled the net there.
And as you see the replay here, if that ball went in,
A balloon the ball.
we would have run onto the pitch. Denzel Narib, the number 15, making that pass to Rion Kluter, who finds himself
We see our first caution of the match there.
impeded, and it is indeed our first caution of the game. Martin, it has been an ongoing battle between Martin and Rion Kluter, a big man versus a small man. It's not the first foul that the two have shared. And if you are joining us live, of course, we are live at the Hage Geingob Stadium in Windhoek City. Streaming live on oneafrica.tv. Please share with your football friends and family. You can get the link at One Africa on all social media platforms, but it is oneafrica.tv. Corner comes in, or the cross comes in, safely away from Stars. Whew, almost a great turn there from Kambatu. Will Stefanus wanted to stop the ball with the back of his foot. That would have been possible. But anything's possible for the man that has put African Stars ahead with a brace. A goal in the 5th minute. Stars then suffered a comedy of errors. Oh my goodness. You have to take him out of the game, this one.
That's skill. He's very skillful. He's toying around with the defenders. He's enjoying his game.
It's really a man that is enjoying his game, Willie Stefanus.
Looks like African Stars are ready to make another substitution. So,
And
looks like Stefanus is the one lying down there.
very worrying here. We cannot see it in our picture, but as we scroll to the left, we can see Willie Stefanus on the floor. My goodness, ladies and gentlemen, maybe in that replay of the skills that he was battling of two players, as you can see in this replay, the tackle does come in. It is a strong tackle, but he jumped. Didn't seem to be anything happening.
I think he twisted his knee as he landed it. He landed awkwardly there. And I think it's the way he twisted his knee or ankle.
Now, Stars are making a substitution. It is a duo, Peter Ernest coming off for Salazar, but Willie Stefanus is off the pitch. He is standing though. He is standing now. I think with the game at 2-1, Coach Kofi might make a decision to take his danger man off, save him for another day. And Stefanus is out of our picture. We can see him coming back onto the pitch. He's still moving gingerly. Here's Salazar. Kambatu. Patrick Amoyakala. Stiga. Can confirm Willie Stefanos is moving more freely now. As you can see in the picture, there he is. Still agile. But the game is in the balance.
Anything can happen. Pirates are not giving up.
Pirates did hit the post with an attack from Sadney in the first 10 minutes of the second half. So that might have been their chance to equalize. Stars really haven't had a clear-cut opportunity in the second half. So Pirates might still be commanding for an equalizer. And as you can see, Nukuzu Cleopas, the number 11, is on the floor in pain. He's a strong man, so he might be able to continue. Free kick taken from Kennedy Irep, putting into the box. And that has been deemed offside. And with the game in the balance, I wouldn't call it a game that Stars are conceding to take this win at the narrow margins. They are still trying to look for that third goal to kill the game, but they need to be wary.
I think they took their foot off the gas a little bit.
Kambatu. Almost having a half chance there of a shot.
So the problem is always the decision making. You need to prepare the ball before you take a shot.
Here's Sadney. Rion Kulta finding Nukuzu. Cleopas Nukuzu trying to pass it back to his captain. He is running back here trying to make the tackle, but Salazar has found Kambatu. Kambatu has put it into the box. Here we are! Here we are!
Very close. Almost got his hat trick. Great cross from the right wing there. That was actually his last kick of the match. It was his last touch. Very unfortunate. He comes out with the standing ovation. Man of the moment.
A standing ovation here for Willie Stefanos, almost scoring his hat-trick there in that last play. My goodness. The ball was threaded in by Kambatu, which seems to be an ongoing theme for Stars. Get it to the right flank. Let Kambatu put it into the box. He will find Stefanos. Stefanos had a touch. He took the shot, which was, it's off target, but you knew what he was doing. He was trying to do. And with his substitution, he is coming off. We will confirm two
That's one good thing
substitutions.
about African Stars. They have a very strong bench.
And now the two substitutions, but we will confirm that Willie Stefanos and Dion Dennis have been substituted. Number 23, believe, is Johannes Jackson and Maharero have come onto the pitch for Dion Dennis and Willie Stefanos. Javera with the throw in. Salazar fighting hard. Denzel Narib trying to find Wesley Urion. 2 substitutions working well there, or substitutes rather. Rian Kluter, Sydney. Narib caught out by Stiga, captain. Oh my goodness, that's not offside. Kambatu can see the pass, and Jucha can see the goal.
It's game all wrong. Brilliant counter attack there.
And as you can see in the replay, ladies and gentlemen, it is 3-1 to Stars. A simple play.
Brilliant counter attack.
It started from good work, clean-up work from Stiga, who made the easy pass to Kambatu, who's probably man of the match if you want to fight it with Stefanos. Puts the ball into the area. We could see it in the game, and Juja had the easy job of putting it into the net. Simple plays lead to simple goals. Don't try too hard. Get it to the right wing. Put the ball into the net. Put the ball into the box.
Brilliant through ball there from Sticker. What a layoff. What a layoff. Goalkeeper had no chance. Absolutely no chance. 3-1. So the 3 points are already in the bag here.
Here's Kambatu again. Oh, Salazar almost finding him. That is 2 assists now for Kambatu. But with about 10 minutes and additional added time, I believe 3 points could be in the bag for African Stars. The Red Army is enjoying this. 3 goals from their team. A good response after such a negative response in Zambia. Oh, Kambatu. Oh.
I must take my hat off for Sticker. He's a very intelligent player, man. Very experienced, very intelligent. And he controls the game. He plays football the way football should be played.
If it wasn't for a brace from Willie Stefanos, 2 assists from Kambatu has really changed. I mean, he's been putting in crosses the entirety of the game. He's now playing on the left flank, but he has torn up the right flank in the first half. And another assist in the second half. So Kambatu, really, your man of the match acknowledgement might come, but you have to talk to Willie Stefanos about it. And it's well to note that Stars have made 4 substitutions. It just talks to the depth in their bench, where strong players like Juja can come on and still give their account in the game. It's something that the rest of the league will have to look out for. You have to be alert for the whole 90 minutes when it comes to African Stars.
Look at
Rian Kluter. Patrick. Good tackle
this
there
number 7 is a
from
very skillful player. This number 7 of Orlando Pirates. He's not scared to take on defenders.
That is the number 7, Patrick Amu Yakala. It's really been him and Ryan Kluter that have been having or sharing the most amount of touches for Pirates. But wow, if that equalizer had gone in for Sadney about 10 minutes ago, 15 minutes ago, he is the player that's being substituted right now, Sadney. He had the opportunity to make the equalizer. There has been a yellow card shown. We will have confirmation on who that yellow card was shown to. I believe it might have been Sadney, who has been substituted. But he will leave the pitch. Still putting his hands in his head, wondering what if he scored that equalizing goal to make it 2-2, how the game would have transpired from there. But the substitute, he is off now. Esmud Gameb has joined the game, the number 20 for Pirates. Here's Rian Klito with a corner for Pirates. Juja. Oh my goodness. Offside. Unfortunate.
We'll have the benefit of the replay here. Let us see. I doubt whether it was offside. I seriously doubt at all it was offside. It was miles offside.
Miles offside from Salazar. He should have trusted Juja to make that pass. He didn't need to be offside. Maybe he'll get another opportunity like that because the Pirates back line is way up. Nobody but the goalkeeper is in the Pirates half. That's how far up the Pirates defense has pushed up at the moment. So Salazar will be calling for more through balls to be thread in. There seems to be another goal looming here with the last 10 minutes in this game. Willie Stefanos has already made the newspapers. But let's see if the rest of the team can put their names on the score sheet. Of course, we are live. Okay. The Stars players, the Red Army are cheering on Stars because they have been maybe putting in 10 passes together.
I mean, seriously, I love the way Stiga plays football. This boy is at a different level. The way he controls the ball, he shows so much affection towards the ball.
And the Red Army really congratulated the team for a beautiful passage of play. Here's Wesley Urion. Almost hitting Patrick. Stars don't want to concede to make it 3-2, although they do have the game in their control. Stiga. I don't think he has a sweat. He has not broken a sweat. Maharero. Chalizo, he says. Chalizo.
This Maharero guy is very energetic. He's playing with confidence. He's running the show now.
It's a good player to come on from the bench. Kambatu needed to be awake there, but well cleaned up from Maharero. Salazar. Stiga. Javera. Juja. He's thinking about it. Puts in the cross to find Lungu. He's gonna have a shot, Lungu. Oh! Well, he's left-footed, but he's
Great
let
play.
me try.
Brilliant play there. Great play. African Stars have moved up the gear now. They're playing brilliant football. Stringing.
Well, the Tura Derby has turned into an African Stars showcase. It's something that we might have predicted.
They are playing like real champions.
Stiga.
He's a conductor of the choir.
Jackson Johannes just being caught out there. Just a replay of what Stiga does. He holds the ball and shields it so well. The game seems to have stopped, but referee is calling to continue. Salazar is on the ball. Here's Patrick Amuyakala, maybe the best player for Pirates, and a shot comes in from Denzel Narib, well wide.
3 minutes regulation time left.
That header needs to be strong, because Salazar was watching. And just before the closing moments of this game, we want to thank everybody for tuning in on OneAfrica.tv. A running theme it will be for African Stars games. Please follow, like, and subscribe to African Stars on YouTube, Facebook, and all the platforms. And shout out to Yera Financial Services for making this happen. And of course, High Economic Intelligence. These two members are the people that made this happen, so thank you to them as well.
The way the African Stars are playing with the forcing Orlando Pirates to commit unnecessary mistakes.
The skills are out here now. Almost another opportunity there. Lungu, beautiful. The Red Army is responding to no. Not live on TV, please. These highlights will circulate in the Namibian public, and we don't want to be, players don't want to be embarrassed. Wesley Urab couldn't get that. Urion could not get that pass in. So a goal kick it is. 4 minutes of added time. 4 minutes of added time to this game. Maybe we can see some more tricks and flicks here. Here's Juja.
African Stars are playing for the gallery now.
Playing for the gallery, it seems a work of art.
The job is done already. 3-1. 3 points in the kitty.
It will be interesting to see how that game with Blue Waters has finished. It was 3-0 to Blue Waters at that time, so on goal difference, even though Stars are winning this game, there might still be someone on the top of the log. Really seems to be a league between Blue Waters and African Stars. I cannot wait for that game. Of course, Blue Waters the only team to beat African Stars last season. Juja. Salazar is open right there. He passes it. Salazar could take a shot. He had the opportunity. He did call for it, but maybe taking one too many touches.
They've totally lost it.
While the Red Army have been treated to a display of championship football from their champions, and we would not have it any other way here at the Hage Geingob Stadium. The champions have put the league on notice. We are still here, even though we did not make CAF Champions League. We are still here to defend our title.
I think the good thing to mention is also a strong member from some delegation from NFA executive. They're also here watching this opening match here, including the chairperson, Bisi Wirab.
Yes, indeed. The higher authorities definitely coming to watch a display of football and good organization. Oh, Stiga. He wanted to put the cherry on top there. But of course, as CK mentioned, as we watch the replay of Stiga taking the shot, he always has one in the game. Every single game he has one low shot, reminiscent of Steven Gerrard. But as CK did mention, yes, many members from NFA and the chairperson here watching the champions defend their title. As you can see, the Red Army is still high in attendance. Hard tackle there from Maharero. It was 4 minutes added on, so the closing stages of this game. Beautiful day of football here.
Chance for Orlando Pirates.
Patrick, my goodness. The pass just wasn't on. He could have taken it himself there.
Game over.
But that's the full-time whistle here between African Stars and Orlando Pirates. 3-1. And that is the Tura Derby done and dusted.
I think it was good advertisement for Namibian football.
Stay tuned for more analysis and interviews from both teams. Penny and myself will be with you, and Venji will be down talking to both teams. So stay tuned.
Economic Intelligence is an independent research entity specializing in economic and financial services. To find out more about our services, contact us at 0613077728 or visit our website at www.hey.com.na. Economic Intelligence is an independent research entity specializing in economic and financial services. To find out more about our services, contact us at 0613077728 or visit our website at www.hey.com.na.
And that concludes the match for today. That is 90 minutes of a lot of heat. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We were live here at Hage Geingob Stadium watching the African Stars versus Orlando Pirates. A very heated game, if I do say so myself. But Emmanuel, you called it. You called it. You did say in the first 10 minutes, 10, 20 minutes, if something drastic didn't happen for Orlando Pirates, it was over. And they missed it. What's interesting for me is that I wanted the goal to go in so I could see what that would mean for Orlando Pirates. Because the game would have been completely different if that goal had actually really gone in. But they missed it.
It's really unfortunate. That was Ali Khan's halftime talk. That opportunity.
Right.
It came within the 10 minutes, in the first 10 minutes of the game.
Yeah.
Uri Hope Sadney was threaded through from probably Orlando Pirates' best player, Patrick Amayakala, the number 7. Almost reminiscent to the first goal that Stars scored between Kabatu and Stefanos.
Right.
But he touched it to the left.
Yes.
It hit the post.
It did. It was so
and
close.
if it was 2-2 at that point in time, Coach Kofi from Stars would have gotten out of his seat and said, guys, let's not lose it.
Right.
And things might have changed.
Right.
The ascendancy might have changed,
Right.
but it did not go in.
Yeah.
And we know what happened after
that. Another goal went in for African Stars. Beautiful one. Juja, he had just got onto the field, if I'm not mistaken, and he really that was really clean. That was well collaborated.
Yep.
But for now, let's quickly head over to Venji. She is going to interview the players and the coaches. So over to Venji.
You can have your phone like this because you can see nothing is cut off here.
Yeah, but this charge is
What a brilliant game that was, that ended 3-1 for African Stars. Coach, congratulations on that brilliant performance. Was this everything that you hoped for this game?
Thank you very much. Yes, we've been working very hard for some time now. As you are aware, we should have been part of the teams that progressed to the second round of the CAF Champions League. But it took the referees to deny us of that opportunity. So going forward, I was very optimistic that we were going to stand the test of time. No matter how, any team that crosses us, we should be able to destroy the team. So we saw how we played. We started very well, but indecision on the part of one or two players, and we conceded. But we came back strongly in the second half. And did the needful. You saw how we controlled the game. The second half was ours. We did everything, and I'm very happy for the boys.
Yeah, so just speaking a bit on the CAF that you just brought up, apart from how the referee denied us to progress, was there something more that the boys could have done?
Oh yes, actually, the boys also had some opportunities, chances that they could have, put away. They could have put in the net, but they squandered them. Especially, we had a lot of dead ball situations, as in corner kicks and free kicks and all that, but they were not able to utilize them. So we've been doing a lot of work regarding that. Even yesterday, we did a lot of work on that. And our attacking play, finishing. No wonder today we were able to get 3 goals. Into the net of our opponents. Yeah.
Yes, I know the boys really did well today. Is there one player that specifically stood out for you, not to be, impartial and biased with your own players?
I think Awilo once again stood tall. He was able to put 2 balls in the net. Even it could have been 3, but it was by virtue of hard luck, or you people call it tough luck. That ball, he would have gotten a hat trick. But he's part of the game, and I think I need to congratulate him for being so outstanding in this game.
Well, thank you very much, Coach, and all the best with your following games.
Thank you very much. It is still work in progress, and we'll keep pushing hard. Thank you very much.
Thank you. We just heard from the head coach of African Stars, and right now we will welcome our team captain, Stika Keshere. Mr. Ronald. Yes, congratulations on this beautiful win. Been a good game. I see you assisted to assist. I don't know what you call that in football.
Yeah, it's called not actually an assist. It's like the ball leading to an assist, of course, twice. Yeah. So, I needed to contribute. We were under pressure, especially after we conceded. So we had to come back, and we ensured that we pulled the boys together to get that lead, and it was important. And second half, they were coming still, they still had the belief. So we had to kill that belief by getting the 3rd goal. And I saw an opportunity because they were throwing a lot of bodies going forward. So I intercepted one ball, I carried it and passed it through to Eturu, beautiful cross from him. And then we get the 3rd goal.
Do you feel like there was more that you could have done? Because it's almost like you came alive in the second half. Do you feel like there was still more work to be done from you?
Yeah, I always encourage the guys from the back to play the ball. You saw the last, those inter passes. I always encourage it, but when you make a mistake there, very close to the goals, and you might concede. We tried that first half, it ended up in the back of the net. And the coach always emphasizes that we must not take those risks. So defenders are scared to play those balls into the midfield. And as a midfielder, you always want the ball to your feet. And if you can't get that, you are just running up and down. The ball is being moved over your head. And you run like a headless chicken for most of the times. So, but you see the team has the potential to play some beautiful football when we put the ball down on the ground. The players are not scared to play, they are giving options, and it looks very beautiful once you play that ball from behind, and it ends up, especially in the attacking third. So we will work more on that, because that's how midfielders enjoy the game. We want the ball, but if we don't get the ball, most of the time you won't see us, you only see us when we are defending, and it becomes boring.
From what you said, it was beautiful. How we were watching, that was definitely brilliant. So just one thing, you are such an inspiration, especially for the ones that are coming up. You have been recalled out of retirement into the national team, and we know you are juggling between law and soccer. How are you doing it? What encouragement can you give to the young boys?
Yeah, it's very tough, but of course it's doable. If I can do it, I think anybody else can also do it. It's just an issue of time management. I have to go sit now. I have some work at home. Go rest a bit and sit and work. It's an issue of priorities. Instead of going out and have a few drinks with the guys and chill, one have to go sit down and do the work. So I think to the youngsters, it's doable. Some guys have done it while playing football. The likes of Robert Gagnone, they are now qualified teachers. Ricardo Shuoro, they all played for Stars. And they have now life after football. So we are encouraging the young ones also to study, not abandon their studies, and of course as well, and play the beautiful game. It's beautiful being out there. You keep fit, and you don't age.
You don't age. Well, thank you very much, Mr. Ronald, and all the best with your following games.
No, thanks. Cheers.
All right, we just heard from our team captain, Stika Keshere, and right now I am joined by the Orlando Pirates coach. Coach, this is probably not what you anticipated.
No. Of course, that's disappointed. Performance of our players, our team. First of all, congratulations, African Stars. Deserve to win. You know, they played in the better football. But in the first 2 goals was our own defensive mistakes. And you know, this we equalized. Maybe was a little bit game was in the equal, and we come into the 1 down, and then especially the second half and some injuries, and they affected the game plan. But I believe on still we have the good team and the good way to go. And advantage of the Stars played for Champions League and long time preparation. And at the moment now we didn't even start our training. And
so when
Stars, I believe in training twice. We are training only 1 hour per day. It's very difficult. But yeah, the Stars deserve to win, and we are just building process. And we lost on the more than 20 players. And they bring in the new players and some youngsters. They will adapt on the system. It will take time. But I think, time being, we will be there.
Yeah, no, I think from Arch, when we were watching, they really did give Stars a tough match.
Not really. Not. Be honest, not really. Especially last 10 minutes, and the Stars was just walking around. You know, because of the injuries and the fitness level, we are not the same level at the moment. But we need a little bit time. We have to try. We have to work hard, and I think this we can come that level. As I said, we need a little bit time.
So just taking back to the last season where you ended, what are your objectives for this new season?
I was in the last season.
I
came on it from this season.
Right now because I'm trying to
and they lost on the more than 20 players.
When I was looking at the different players,
and we have to we start now maybe that's around on the 24, 25 days.
Here today, I've learned
we are
so
just
much
on
more about soccer.
Selection, new players, trials, and all those type things.
What the next match is
be
going
honest,
to look like.
we didn't even
And
put on
I
our
guess for
training
African
program
Stars,
together.
yeah, they
We
keep
couldn't,
championing, man.
Sometimes 40, 50 players in the field.
Yeah.
They want
3 points is in the back.
come on the
Wow,
try.
actually, now for real though.
But we got on the
players,
players, but on the playing combination still is the lacking and the outstanding. But as I said, I think we have to work a little bit more harder, and we have to.
Well, Coach, thank you, and all the best with the hard work that lies ahead for.
It's my pleasure. You know, Stars is big team. Pirates is the big team. Unfortunately, we lost on the one big team like Africa, and we cannot lose on the other big team. We have to work hard.
Well, all the best with that, Coach, and thank you. Well, we just heard from the Orlando Pirates head coach. We are going to hear from the captain of Orlando Pirates.
She's doing a great job.
Welcome, sir. What is your name?
No, that's...
My name is Rian Klute.
Okay, Rian Klute. I'm supposed to know your name, because you're such a big name here. How was the game?
Oh, it was what a game. What the atmosphere outside, the supporters. You see, if you get the support like this always, then you will see the best football. You see, it was a very beautiful football. Unfortunate, we were on the losing side.
No, really, your supporters really came through. At one point, it almost looked like it was an Orlando Pirates home game.
Yes. On one point, we were having them. We were all over them. But you see, these individual mistakes cost us.
Yeah, so as a captain, what was your role, especially bringing the team together and playing hard? What was your role today?
You see, our guys, very young boys. You can see them 18, 19, 20 years. I was there just to lead them, give them courage. These are big games. You see, you need to be highly concentrated at these games. If you make a mistake, they will punish you. You see, African Stars is playing Champions League. You cannot make a mistake. They will punish you. You see, the goals they scored. It was our mistakes. We give them on the silver play. But these are learning curves for us. The league has started. It's still a long way to go.
Yeah, it's still a long way to go, definitely for Orlando Pirates. What can your fans and supporters expect from Orlando Pirates this season?
Yeah, you see, we started very well, and I think going forward, we will gain confidence, and we'll start to win. This is the first game. We are not panicking. Stars is a good team. Stars, we prepared how many months before us, so we're not surprised. But we knew it will give them a fight. You see, it's just unfortunate that, you see, if you lose like this, you go back and rectify your mistakes. But it was a good game.
Well, Rian, all the best with the season, and yeah.
Thanks.
All right, that was Rian Klute, the captain of Orlando Pirates. It was a good game here at Hage Geingob Stadium, and we hope that you would join us for our next home game. So until next time, #Okaterando.
Thank you very much, Benji. That was Benji interviewing the two captains and the two coaches of the two the two teams. Excuse me. But let's quickly get back into this conversation again. I mean, we've now listened to the perspectives of the coaches and of the captains, and their take on the game. It was a very, very intense match, and sort of to just go back into the actual happenings of the match. You did, before the match started, we did speak about Lungu. Yes. From African Stars, left back. His skill set and also just his footwork. That boy is actually really fast. I really understand why you highlighted him. But you did mention that, is he not one of the newly signed players? Yes. But I'm really no, the sportsmanship I see. I can definitely see the impact that he's brought onto the team, but especially because African Stars as a team is really well-rounded. I think Coach Kofi has really done a brilliant job in solidifying, the just their tactics and their strategy, and also the players are really well in tune with one another. I mean, the way you can give Willie the ball and make sure it actually really ends up in the net, you can trust that, and he delivers. I think that is really the one thing that separates African Stars from Orlando Pirates, I would say.
I mean, it's what separates African Stars from the rest of the league.
Right.
I mean, every single home game, we are inclined to actually stream live, oneafrica.tv. But as you said, these players that have been brought in, like Joseph Lungu, the left back, we said it before the game, and he has an assist for the second goal to Willie Stefanus. So sharp, and I mean, it's him and Kambatu really. That if Kambatu's on the right flank, and Joseph is obviously on the left back, it's two sharp individuals that are bringing sharp crosses.
Right.
It's what they look for. It's how they make their bread and butter. They look up and they put that cross in, and it's very educated. So people can always look forward to the Red Army. Everybody in or following African Stars can really look forward to watching players like that, always performing. And unfortunately, Orlando Pirates had to take a 3-0, a 3-1 loss. But it is what it is. The Tura Derby, it was great. The Red Army came out. Beautiful conditions here at the Hage Geingob Stadium.
Right.
And I can't wait for the next one.
I really can't wait for the next one. But I also definitely want to see exactly how, the league moves from here on forth. What does it mean for Orlando Pirates, especially when they get their next opponent? And also just to see how, I guess, championing the African Stars are going to keep championing as the champions. But very, very exciting time. So for now, I think let's just quickly have a look at the highlights, and we'll be right back.
I mean, if we are still live here, just looking at the highlights, Lungu is the one getting onto the ball here, and he is threading the cross in for that second goal for Willie Stefanus. Just an outside of the boot touch into the back of the net. Very easy there for Stars. Just another replay of it. And that's the man, that's the danger man. I mean, his left foot is very educated, but Stefanus is always an opportunist. Always an opportunist, always trying to find the bounce, always getting into the box if needed. And there was Willie Stefanus trying to score a hat-trick. He had that opportunity and another opportunity before he was substituted to make it a hat-trick. He would have been front page newspaper if he had done that in this first game. But just a highlight of his ambition, how ambitious this man was in the first game of the league. And of course, this was the opportunity that Pirates had early in the second half. The first 10 minutes of the second half. Sydney getting the ball from Patrick Amayakala. You can see there.
Young African.
If that had gone in, it would have been the equalizer to make it 2-2 to Pirates, and the game might have been different, but it didn't happen.
Home game.
Just another highlight here of many African stars attacks. Just a few highlights of the game, but another 3 points for the champions. And those highlights will be posted on all the streaming platforms. But
So-
Penny?
Yeah. So ultimately, I mean, looking at the match now, it is 3-1. Orlando Pirates definitely has to go back and do a little bit more homework. But I mean, the Premier League has just started. Anything can happen. I mean, African Stars can lose their next match. We never really know. Doubtful, but let's see what happens. But ultimately, first of all, we would just like to thank our sponsors, Tierra Financial Solutions, and our High Economic Intelligence. There you go. Thank you very much to our sponsors. Please do join us again next week on Box to Box for another match where African Stars faces Young African on the 30th of September. And then again on the 1st of October, they will be facing Ongos FC. And so signing out from me, Penny Helu, and this is Emmanuel Enkara.
Enkara.
Thank you so much for joining us, and we'll see you next week.
Cheers.
High Economic Intelligence is an independent research entity specializing in economic and financial services. To find out more about our services, contact us at 061-307-7728 or visit our website at www.hey.com.na.
A long time ago, though. Long, but it was a while ago.
How long do you wait in Victor?
I think you're confusing me with